Hello internet and all who inhabit it. I am Dakota and this is my channel where I try to get my shit together. Welcome to another PMDD diary entry. I wanted to check in because I've been feeling good lately, like surprisingly good, but with my next luteal phase right around the corner, I am feeling the anxiety creeping back in. Last month, PMDD hit me like a train. During my luteal phase, I felt disconnected with myself. I felt overwhelmed. I felt exhausted. I was having frequent suicidal thoughts and constantly dissociating. If you struggle with that too, just know that you're not alone. It's really hard, but we keep going. But it took a lot to get through this last luteal phase. And by the time I got through it, I knew I had to do something different. I needed to make a change. This experience taught me that I need to take extra better care of myself when I have the energy to do it. During my follicular phase, I should be doing everything I can to remove the friction from my life during my luteal phase. What do I mean by friction? Friction is those things that make it hard to do the things that you need to do. Like, oh, I need to do the dishes, but I didn't buy sponges. Like, that's friction. So you plan better so that when you're shopping, you had bought sponges and then you can do the dishes. You know, reduce friction. Exercise has actually been a game changer. Just moving a little bit has changed a lot. I'm learning to listen to my body and not push it too hard. I'm learning to have fun and enjoy myself because exercising doesn't have to be a punishment. It doesn't have to be not enjoyable. I also track my mood, and that helps me remember that good days do exist. That's also how I discovered I even had PMDD in the first place. I had been tracking my mood for several months, and I noticed that my mood dipped 2 weeks before my period, and showed it to my psychologist, whichever one, and they diagnosed me with PMDD. Mindfulness has also been a really important tool for me. Yoga, meditation, mantras, breathing exercises, and tarot. Most of these I think are really obvious, except for probably the tarot cards. If you're skeptical on them, I get it. I don't use them to tell the future. I use them as journal prompts or themes for the day, mantras I can use, but I don't take them as Bible. I just use them as a tool. I am afraid of losing my current mental stability. I feel so good right now, but I know how quickly that can shift. One of the hardest parts of PMDD is never fully trusting your own brain. I hate that feeling like I'm waiting for a storm, but I also know that the awareness helps me prepare instead of just bracing myself for impact. So, I can't control how hard PMDD will hit, but I can control how I take care of myself before and during. And I have to remind myself that this version of me, this like happy, go lucky, feeling good version of me, I'm real. I exist. And I will come back. Well, that's all I got for this little diary entry. Tell me in my nether region below, what do you do to prepare yourself for something that you're anxious for? Y'all, stay groovy.